Introducing Touchbase SM2, the interactive showing management and communication tool. The first time that you open up your app, you're going to land on the login page. So the first thing that you need to do is select your real estate board. Next, you can enter your member code and password. Hit continue, and now you can name your device. Giving your device a personalized name allows you to recognize it later in your profile. Then there's the help section. This is an overview of all the features of the app. You can always go back to it later by clicking on Help in the main menu. Now you'll notice that my active inbox is currently empty, so I'm going to send myself a showing request. I go into Touchbase, and I hit send. Now that I've sent myself a showing request, I can go back to my inbox. And there it is. So I can open it up, and I can look at all the details, and I can decide on how I'd like to answer. So I have two options. My first option is to reply through Touchbase by clicking on this little reply icon. My second option is to call the realtor directly. So I'm going to reply through Touchbase. I hit reply, and I click on confirm. And thank him for showing, and hit send. Now I'd like to send a showing request of my own, so I click on send message, and I select showing request. Now I have three options. I can either type in the agent's name, the address of the property, or the MLS. So I'm going to type in the agent's name. It only takes 3 letters. I choose his name from the list, and now I have all of his properties right here in front of me. So I'm going to choose the first listing, and I'm going to send him a request for Monday at 5 o'clock. Now that I've sent out my showing request, I can go and monitor what I've sent out that I'm still waiting for a response to. So I go back to the main menu, and I click on the hourglass. And here's a list of all the showing requests that I've sent out that haven't gotten confirmed or canceled yet. This is the one that I just sent out. Next is my listings. So I click on my listings, and then I can see all of my properties here. So if I choose one, I can see all the different options that I have. The first option is showing settings and notes. So I click on that, and now I can modify the note that automatically gets sent with each confirmation. So if I want to, I can have this note here. Every time somebody sends me a showing request and I confirm it, instead of having to type out this message every time, it's already here. I only type it out once, and then automatically it gets sent out. I can even add the lockbox code. Next, I can choose the amount of time required before showing. So I want 2 hours notice so that I have time to let my vendor know. And I also think that it's okay to have double bookings. So I tick off this little box here. Next is the seller details. My first seller, Mr. Seller, has an email address entered here. So what this email address allows me to do is to copy him in on showing requests. He can get them by text message as well. Now what I mean by that is if I look down here, I can choose whether or not I would like him to receive these type of messages. So for example, somebody sends me a showing request, he's going to be copied in on it, as well as confirmations and cancellations. But I don't want him to receive feedback automatically. I can also choose on demand if I'd like to just push it through to him from time to time. I'm going to leave it at no for now. Next is showing availability. If I open up this calendar, I'm able to program times that I'm available for pre-approved showings or for not possible periods. So I can see that from 12 to 8, my seller is not available on Wednesdays. So I've blocked it out automatically. This way I don't need to reschedule with people. If somebody tries to send me a showing request on a Wednesday between 12 and 8, automatically Touchbase will tell them that it's not possible and that they need to choose another time. Alternatively, the green periods do the exact opposite. For example, if a property is vacant, you can make the whole calendar green. And if somebody sends you a showing request, instead of having to confirm it, you'll just get a notice saying that somebody is going to visit at this time, and they will automatically have a confirmation from you. You can also schedule open houses. That's the blue one. So you open it up, you choose your time. Let's say it's from 9 a.m. to 12. I select my times. In this case, I'm not going to repeat it because it's an open house. So I leave repeat to never, and I hit save. So anyone who tries to send me a showing request between 9 and 12 will see that it's an open house and they're welcome to come. Next, I can look at the activity for this property. I can see all of my past showings as well as all of my upcoming showings. If I click on them, I can look at the details. Lastly is feedback. I can see all of the feedback reports that I've received for this property with all the different star ratings and any comments that people may have had. So I'm going to go back to the main menu and I'll show you the calendar. So what's great about the calendar is that you have an overview of everything that you have to do each day. Any square that has a little triangle at the bottom right corner means that there's events that day. For example, today I can see that I have many showings. Monday as well. If I click on Monday, I can see all of my activity. And then I can click on the individual event and look at the details of it. Next is the map. Because I'm logged in Vancouver, but I'm in Quebec, I won't be able to see it. However, if I had scheduled showings, this pin would have a little line that would show me the directions to each of my showings. So number 1 would be here, and then there would be another line that would show me, okay, number 2 is over here. And that allows me to track all of my showings on a map, so I can see which is the best route for me to take. I can also choose the date and look at my showings based on which day it is. Then we have replacements. So let's say you're going on vacation. You can choose a replacement from your office, and you can apply a beginning and ending time. Alternatively, you can leave it at all the time, and it will stay your replacement until you come and remove it. So I'll add a beginning and ending time. So now what I'm doing is I'm giving all of my requests, all of my messages, they're all going to go to Bob from, let's say, tomorrow until next Saturday. So all of my message will go to Bob from tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. until Saturday, let's say Saturday at noon. Now I have an option to choose to copy myself in or not. So do I want to have messages while I'm gone on vacation? Probably not. If you do, that's fine. If you don't, you can always go into your Touchbase reports later on and see any messages that you didn't receive while you were gone on vacation. You can hit save and see the details later on if you want to go back. To remove it, just click on the little trash can. So that's it for now. Please feel free to contact Touchbase support for any questions or comments. Bye for now.